Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is this very short video clip that is trending on social media. And in this video, the National Assembly Speaker, Moses Masika Wetangula, was the one addressing his audience. Now, what has surprised Wetangula is that the people of Bungoma, because actually he was speaking to the people in Bungoma County, have forgotten the slogan for his Ford Kenya party. The slogan has been that, when someone say Ford Kenya, the response is Simba, Simba, Simba. 3 times. Ford Kenya, Simba, Simba, Simba. Wetangula was surprised that his audience had forgotten their slogan. And he asked, even in Luya dialect, hey, that is the situation that Wetangula is in as of now, as the Ford Kenya party leader. Ford Kenya! If you listen to this video, you've heard Wetangula asking in Luya dialect, Leo mmesahau. That is, he's surprised. But before Wetangula landing in Bungoma, when George Natembeya, the Trans Nzoia governor, was released after being questioned by DCI, his first stopover was in Vihiga. He went to Kakamega, Bungoma, before heading to Trans Nzoia. But when he landed in Bungoma, he was using that Tawe slogan on Ford Kenya Party, Wetangula, and the Kenya Kwanza administration. And he told the residents of Bungoma that when Wetangula will come here, tell him I was here. Wetangula akikuja, mwambie nilikuwa huku. That's the message he left. And the song was about Tawe.
A few moments later.
Ford Kenya.
Now, with this kind of treatment to Wetangula, how safe is Ford Kenya party? And what is the problem that is making people to forget such a political party whose origin, as of now, is in Bukusu land, largely Bungoma? Politics is local. And so we start from home. That's why we can tell you the origin of UDA ni chama ya Wakale. Mambo ya Jubilee hiyo ilikuwa inaanzia wapi? Mount Kenya. Gachagwa will come with a political party, itakuwa ni huko Kalonzo, Ukambanda akikuja hivi. So, what is going on with the Ford Kenya party? Is it heading to a political oblivion? Those are the questions that we are asking on this Punchline. But before we go deep into the discussion, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, with that gesture alone, I can tell you that Ford Kenya is not safe. Ford Kenya is not guaranteed in the next general election. Ford Kenya might be heading to a political oblivion. I'm saying so because I've looked at the previous election, how Ford Kenya lost in a big way. Just like ANC. Ford Kenya had 14 members of parliament in 2017. Then come 2022, the members of parliament from Ford Kenya reduced to 7. Today, the reaction on the ground is like the Bungoma people have forgotten the Ford Kenya slogan. So, in the next general election, Ford Kenya will have how many members of parliament? Watakuwa wangapi? If the number has diminished to 7. Now, next election, what will happen? Maybe 3, 4. But I can tell you one thing here. Not that the audience that Wetangula is addressing have forgotten the Ford Kenya slogan. They are well aware. The truth is that as of now, seemingly, they are not subscribing to the Ford Kenya politics. They are not boarding. They have refused. They don't find a reason to associate themselves with the Ford Kenya party. They have their own reasons. So because of that, that's the reason why they are listening to Wetangula and watching him in silence as he tried to cite the Ford Kenya slogan single-handedly alone. Mmesahau. Kama Wetangula mwenyewe anasema mmesahau. If you forget something, what makes you to forget something? Someone or something? You can easily forget simply because you don't see any value that thing is adding to you. Ford Kenya has no any value to add to the people of Bungoma, Trans Nzoia, and elsewhere. So because of that, these people have no time to waste into citing the Ford Kenya slogan anymore. And that's why they chose to keep silent, as Wetangula is embarrassed in public. This was humiliating. It was a total embarrassment for one Wetangula. So, it is a confirmation that anything or anyone who associates with the William Ruto, Ford, UDA party, and this regime becomes part of our problem. We easily recognize those people as part of our suffering. So Wetangula has been identified as part of the suffering of the people of Bungoma and Kenyans at large. Once you put someone in that situation, once you identify him in that way, there is no way you would want to associate with such people. And hence, the reason why Wetangula is left in a dilemma of embarrassment as he learned that no one is singing into the Ford Kenya slogan. Wamekata. The speaker is in a regime that has oppressed Kenyans. When Kenyans talked about the 2024 finance bill, there are issues they wanted to remove from that bill. But Wetangula sat to oversee the progress that led to massive taxation of Kenyans, destruction of business, sending away of investors. When we remember all this, then the Ford Kenya party is defending the ruling regime. What do? You cannot waste your time supporting or associating with such kind of a regime. That can be one of the reasons why Wetangula's message is not well received. He's left to address himself. So people are tired with this regime. And when you are a part of this regime, don't think that it is automatic you will be accepted, in this situation. You cannot. His party is being rejected. Wetangula himself is speaking to himself. The audience is not interested either in his message or in his kind of leadership, hence the embarrassment. Sasa wale wanauliza siasa za Western ziko namna gani, you can watch. The influence of George Natembeya is real. Those who arrested George Natembeya to mock him, to blackmail him, thinking that they will win politically, already the writing is on the wall. It has become a big problem for Wetangula to convince these people. They remember what George Natembeya went through. And they find a reason to associate themselves with the kind of message that George Natembeya is planting into the masses. So people are listening to Natembeya more than they're listening to Wetangula. That's why saying Tawe is very loud, is very clear, and people are cheering that statement. But mambo ya Ford Kenya inaishia hapo. Hakuna kitu ya kusema Simba, Simba, Simba tena. And that's the situation. Now, I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.